Hello guys. Hello guys, hello Twitch. How are you today? Um, I will be showing you today very quick how we can how can we very quick drawing using Adobe Photoshop installed on my computer, on my iMac. But I will be using my iPad Pro and Apple Pencil, and I'm able to use my iPad Pro with my Adobe Photoshop work because I have installed Astropad application on my iPad Pro. Basically, what Astropad is doing for you, it's mirroring your application installed on your iMac or laptop to your iPad. I'm using iPad Pro again. I have opened my Photoshop CC 2015. I'm Creative Cloud subscriber, so I'm using the latest version of Photoshop. And I have opened my image. I took this picture of this flower a few months ago, and I did post-production work with it using Adobe Photoshop. And right now I will be using my digital painting for photographer technique. I will be using the mixer brush tool with only one color on it. To be able to use this technique in Adobe Photoshop, you don't need to be a professional painter or have any painting experience. So first of all, I will zoom in my image. I can use Astropad, and for close in, I will use my mixer brush tool, and I have black color on it, so I can change size of my brush using brush preset from brush panel from Photoshop, or I can control brush size directly from Astropad using a brush plus and brush minus tools. So let me start. I need to make my brush smaller, and as you can see, I'm working on digital painting in Adobe Photoshop using iPad Pro and Apple Pencil, and because I'm using Astropad installed on my iPad Pro, I can use Adobe Photoshop CC installed on my iMac. Astropad is very nice and incredibly helpful application, because now I can use Adobe Photoshop being everywhere in my home, house, or office, as long as I'm staying on same Wi-Fi connection with between my desktop and iPad. So my iPad laptop could be anywhere in my house, and I can work on my project using Adobe Photoshop from any other place on my home or studio. This is very helpful, because now I don't need to be in front of my computer all the time. I'm working and using Photoshop daily, and pretty much I can say 15 hours per day. So for me, it's like lifesaver. It's very nice and very powerful application. And Astropad cost only $19.99. It's not expensive at all, very affordable. And previously, many of you guys asked me if I would exchange my Wacom tablet. Yes, I will exchange middle size of Wacom to Astropad Pro, because I don't need it anymore. And because I have experience in traditional painting as well, it's very important for me that I don't need to lift my head all the time to look into my monitor to be to see what I'm doing. So right now I'm using like traditional method of painting, and my iPad Pro, it's like my canvas or regular sketchbook. This is absolutely incredible experience, and especially combination of Astropad, iPad Pro, and Apple Pencil. It's something with a very big wow factor. I love it. As you can see, no lag, nothing. It just a live preview. You can see everything without no lag at all. So right now I can be in my kitchen, I can be in my bedroom, I can be anywhere I want to, and I can use my Photoshop. And again, price is very affordable. Very nice. We have a control panel on the side of my iPad Pro. I can change position, bring this panel to the right or to the left, but I found very helpful if my panel on my right side, because in that way I have open panel and my toolbar on same time. As you can see, I even not looking at my iMac because I don't need it. It's amazing. And Astropad works not only with Photoshop, also I tried Illustrator. It's working nicely as well. And I believe it works with any other application. But I'm most of all Adobe Photoshop user. And again, combination with iPad Pro and Apple Pencil is very nice. You can see my video. One second. Let me ask people in the room, can you see my video? Is anyone else having trouble to see my video? Huh. 1 second. Yeah, I'm sorry if you switch to YouTube while we will be fixing Twitch. You will be able to see same on YouTube. Thank you, Terry. and it's easy access to your brush panel, so you can switch between your brushes, between your colors, change your brush. You can resize your brush, change properties of your brush, everything you want to. It's absolutely same. Let me zoom out just slightly. And because we are using Photoshop, and as you know, if we are using Photoshop and we are zooming in our image, we need to make our brush smaller. If we are zooming out our image, we're supposed to use a bigger brush. You can use any technique you want to. You can start painting a process from scratch, or using this technique. It's all up to you. I'm using And again, guys, as you can see, no lag, nothing. It's a live preview. No delays at all. So as you can see on my iPad, it's like, let me show you. It's like my Photoshop. Let me move. It's my Photoshop installed on my iMac, and I'm using iPad Pro. So same, my toolbars, my menu, everything, my property bar, everything. And I have my keys on the right side, because I prefer right side more than the left one, and tabs with brush size, eraser, undo, redo, zoom in, zoom out. It's very nice in speeding up your painting process. I prefer to use iPad on my lap, because it's just like what I used to have. But if you prefer, I saw many people, many artists using a laptop installed somehow on their desktop, using any mount. If you prefer that way, it's perfectly fine. It's all about your hand position, how you used to draw. And if you zooming out your image, you're supposed to have a bigger brush. If you're zooming in your image, you're supposed to have a smaller brush. And size of your brush affecting to your painting style, directly affecting. So you need to practice and choose your own style you are comfortable with. It's like a regular paintbrush. Zoom in, just Guys, any questions? About Photoshop, Astropad. I will answer while I'm painting, guys. Technique what I'm working with right now, this is technique for photographers. You don't need to be a professional painter. You just need to have sense of stroke direction. It's very important. And you need to spend some time on painting process to find your own style and technique you are comfortable with. If you will be using Photoshop digital painting from scratch, yes, definitely you're supposed to have painting experience, or at least you are willing to learn. And when I'm saying painting technique, I mean digital or traditional, doesn't matter, because it's absolutely same. But when we are working with digital painting, we don't need to clean up our brushes and a working space. So it's easier in that way. I don't know why my Twitch is not working. Sometimes it's happening. For somehow Twitch is very sensitive to anything. So guys, same technique, but I'm using my if you are just came into my stream, this is I'm using iPad Pro with Apple Pencil. I have installed Astropad on my iPad, and because of Astropad, it's working now. Thank you, Terry. And because of my I installed Astropad on my iPad, I can use Adobe Photoshop CC installed on my iMac. So I can be at any place in my home, not in front of my computer, iMac or laptop, and I will be able to use my Adobe Photoshop installed on my desktop. Nothing. Using my iPad with my Photoshop painting, because I'm iPad, so I'm not lifting my head all the time to look into my computer monitor. So this is absolutely same technique like, let's say, traditional painting. You can use your Photoshop iPad for Photoshop work on your painting workflow, photo restoration, for photo retouching, just name it, on anything. Just treat it like you're working on your regular Photoshop. No differences. And why I love my Astropad install on my iPad Pro, just because I'm using Adobe mobile applications all the time. So right now I can be anywhere again, at my home, at any corner of my home or studio. I start using Adobe mobile application like Photoshop Mix or Photoshop Fix or Adobe Photoshop Sketch, and start working on my project. And I don't need return on my at my desktop to continue working using Photoshop. So I just need to switch mobile application to Astropad, and I will be able to use my Photoshop, Adobe Photoshop CC. Just think about this. If you're working from your office, and example, you have meeting, and you have only desktop, you don't have laptop, but you need to show something on Photoshop, or make correction using Photoshop, so you can have with you only iPad Pro, but you need to stay on same network connection between your iPad and your desktop or laptop. It's very important. Only this requirement. Nothing else. So it's amazing. It's speeding up your workflow. And if you travel all the time, it's very helpful. You don't need to take with you your Wacom tablet, medium, small size of your tablet. So just take with you your iPad Pro, because anyways you are taking with you your iPad Pro or any iPad. I'm very happy with everything what I see in Astropad. And most importantly, it's not expensive at all. It's $19.99. It's very affordable. So as you can see, it's perfect. I highly recommend you to try it, at least try it, and I'm more than sure you will love it. If you have any questions, guys, if you will watch replay, if you will have any questions, feel free to contact me via Twitter or YouTube, or you can contact me via my website. It's pavlophotography.com. I have a contact me form. I have 3 of them. So Feel free to contact me and I will answer to all your questions if you will have any. It's amazing. Hello. Thank you. If I'm missing your comments, guys, I'm sorry. I'm just looking into my iPad, but I periodically looking on the chat. This technique again, what I'm working with right now, it's a digital painting for photographers. I'm planning to have a webinar about this, and I have few tutorials on my YouTube channel. Oh, okay, I changed for history brush for some reason. So guys, you can see it by yourself, no lag, nothing, just very beautiful usage of Adobe Photoshop installed on my iMac, and I'm using Astropad application installed on my iPad Pro, and I'm using Apple Pencil, which is absolutely incredible tool for any artist. Apple Pencil is just simply, oh my god. It's absolutely something what all of us were waiting for. It's amazing. So right now what I need to do, I just need to apply a few finishing touches as usual, and for some reason I love applying finishing touches because I'm applying kind of personal touches to my image. And if you are working with detailed image, sometimes it take same time like entire painting, because be sure you will miss many details on your image while you were using mixer brush tool, any brush tool. Yes. Yes, no lags, nothing. I'm using iPad Pro, Apple Pencil, and Astropad installed on my iPad. Also, I'm working on Adobe Photoshop CC latest version installed on my iMac. So this is, let me close my brush panel, I don't need it. And remember guys, if you're zooming in your image, you're supposed to have smaller size of your brush. If you're zooming out your image, you of your brush to brush affecting to your painting technique. Size of your brush and your brush actually. Thank you. Glad you like it. And right now I can be more productive for sure, because I don't need to be in front of my computer all the time. This is absolutely what I was waiting for. Because I'm using my desktop applications all the time. I had my iMac in my office, and also I have my laptop anywhere else when I'm sitting, or what example, kitchen or living room, dining room, because I need it. Right now I need to have only my iPad Pro with me, because I can use Photoshop from anywhere right now. Photoshop or any other desktop application. And switching between Adobe mobile and desktop application right now is absolutely real, I would say, because I'm using Adobe Photoshop apps installed on my iPad. So I'm just switching to iPad Astropad app installed on my iPad Pro, and I'm able to use my Photoshop. This is absolutely amazing, and I love it. I love it. I never closed my layer panel before, never. But right now I just close it because I'm using only one layer. If I will need it, I will reopen it. I know many people using only one layer. I prefer to use many layers. But example, if I'm using photo restoration, I'm using a lot of layers. But when I know I finish my working process, my retouching or restoring photo process, I'm saving my image in two files. One file is PSD Photoshop file, and as usual I'm keeping original file and finished one, and another image I'm saving like a JPEG with only one layer. But if I'm working on digital photo manipulation or photo compositing, I'm also saving two files of same image, one PSD, another JPEG. But I'm saving PSD with all layers, because I know myself. I can in 2 months, in 2 days, in 2 hours, I can see something and I will say, I need to change it. I would like to add or remove something. So I'm coming back to my Photoshop file and I'm changing whatever I need to, because I know myself. I will do it. But if I'm working on photo retouching after my photo session with models or clients, I'm saving as usual a one file JPEG, because if it's just photo retouching and I'm happy with what I'm seeing, I don't need to save two versions of same file. So in my workflow, I'm having a lot of layers, even with photo retouching, but I'm deleting all layers after that. Sure. Share my experience and the differences between using a Wacom tablet or iPad Pro, which I'm using. Yes, if we will talk, I would like to point that I will compare iPad Astropad installed on my iPad Pro versus a small or medium size of Wacom. Example, let me show you this one. Definitely I will change my medium size of my Wacom to iPad Pro because I have installed Astropad, because I don't need my Wacom anymore, because Astropad is much better. And if we will talk about package Astropad, iPad Pro and Apple Pencil, it's absolutely amazing. I will not exchange my Apple Pencil with anything else, because it's something with big wow factor. If you will compare Cintiq, I mean Cintiq 34 inches, 37 inches, I definitely will go with Cintiq just because it's bigger. But in both ways, I will say that if we will talk about iPad Pro separately, I will go with iPad Pro because with iPad Pro I able to use Adobe mobile application. I'm using Adobe mobile application every day, and I simply cannot without it. I cannot without Adobe Sketch. I cannot without Photoshop Mix or Photoshop Fix and any other Adobe mobile application. It's just my workflow. I cannot install Adobe mobile application on my Cintiq. This is different. So, and right now, because I'm having Astropad, it's much easier. I have iPad Pro, I have installed Astropad, I have my Apple Pencil, so it's my canvas. It's one, and I'm using Photoshop or Adobe Sketch or any other Adobe mobile application. So this is differences. But if you, I'm an artist, I'm using digital painting and traditional painting all the time. But 90% of my painting, it's a digital painting. So I cannot without my Cintiq, big Cintiq 24 inches. I cannot, it's different. So if you will ask me what I will choose, if I don't have any of those, Cintiq or iPad Pro, I will say I will buy iPad Pro first, and I will be saving money for Cintiq 24 or 27 inches or 22 inches. It's for sure. I prefer to have both. I know it's expensive, that's why I'm saying I will save money. So also iOS user yeah, definitely. So this is same technique what I'm using all the time when I'm working on this particular technique. When you are finishing your digital painting, and especially if you're working on this technique, digital painting for photographers, you're supposed to, yes, Cintiq is very expensive. So if you're just beginner and you love using iPad for any other purposes, like you have installed any other application, mobile applications, now you have choice just to have your iPad and don't spend money, or Wacom tablet, small or medium size. You just need to spend $19.99 for Astropad. Yes, it's a money saver, big money saver. And you can save money. It doesn't matter how long it will take, 2 years, 3 years. For a Cintiq, big Cintiq. But even when you will have Cintiq 24, 22, 27 inches, trust me, you will be using your iPad Pro, because it's different. As I said, you have installed other applications. When you're working on this technique, digital painting for photographers, you're supposed to zoom in your image pixel by pixel by the end and change if you missed anything. Believe me, you will miss a lot. And if you think it's not visible when you're having zoom out image, don't do this, because people will resize your image, people will zoom in your image, and people will point on your mistakes. So why you need it? Spend more time zooming in your image and checking, fixing all mistakes. It's not mistakes, it's just painting process. And Apple Pencil is something what I'm more than sure any artist supposed to have. Again, it's $99. It's expensive too, but again, it's I'm never pushing anybody to buy any equipment, because I know it's expensive and sometimes it's not affordable. That's why I'm saying save your money. Even if you will save $1, $2, $3 per month, you will be able to buy it. It's amazing. It's absolutely what any artist is supposed to have. I mean digital artist. If you're traditional artist, definitely you don't need it. But I don't know anyone who's traditional artist and not using a digital painting. I just cannot understand why. It's absolutely same. No differences. I zoom in my image very much, and I will zoom out just. And do not forget to change your brush size when you're zooming in and zooming out your image. Using this technique, you can have two different styles of your image. You can have like photo style. It will be painted, but people will not see it. People will think it's photo. And you can have more impressionist style. So it all depends of your taste or taste of your client. I cannot say which one I prefer. I love working with different styles. And if I'm seeing someone did something new what I don't know how to do, or I never did it, definitely I'm trying. And learning experience is very important every day. As you can see, guys, this is my Photoshop. I'm using zoom tool. Zoom out. So guys, this is our flower. We started from base layer. Base layer was my picture I took a few months ago, and I used only one tool. It's the mixer brush tool, only with one color. Also, I used Astropad installed on my iPad Pro, and I was using Apple Pencil. Astropad giving me ability to use my iPad, to use my to work on my project using Adobe Photoshop installed on my desktop. So Astropad cost $19.99. It's not expensive. It's very nice. It's one-time investment, so you don't need to pay every month. Just one time, $19.99, and you will be able to use your iPad for your Photoshop work. As you can see, all my panels, all my tools are absolutely identical like I'm having on my desktop, just because iPad Astropad mirroring my desktop application. So it's same, no lag, nothing. But because I'm using Apple Pencil, it's absolutely different experience. It's absolutely amazing. If you never tried Apple Pencil, just stop by at any Apple store and just give it a try. Also try Astropad for sure. It's money and time saver. It's speeding up your workflow process and saving you money. So guys, any questions? If you will have any questions after I will finish my streaming, feel free to ask me on my Twitter or on YouTube. Also, you can contact me via my website. As usual, I'm answering very quick to any question. Thank you guys, and this video will be available on YouTube right after I will finish my stream. Okay guys, thank you very much, and I will see you later.